get up, get up, get up. Let's get ready for Marcus Maven. You're about midway to the midday with Marcus Maven. And you can call in or lay back and just listen to Marcus Maven. So sit back and relax and watch Maven.
Break it down like this.
Woo!
Broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage.
Steve Rummage in the building. Nikki V in the booth. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. You know what Louisville sports hell is like, Steve?
I'm listening.
Louisville sports hell for me,
Okay.
is I have my new coach grab a big top tier talent quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 who I feel are serious threat potential level to Power 5 Louisville starting level quarterbacks.
Yes.
And I get bombarded with, oh, well, you like this quarterback, which means you must be pooping on this quarterback or that quarterback, or you hate him, or, hey, you got to pick one. And when you pick one, there is no changing. And then, as if it's not bad enough that I have to deal with it out there, I come to work. I work with you and this other guy who produces.
What's up?
This other guy who produces, I mean, you talk about, he will turn you around, snatch out that Crocodile Dundee, and shank you good.
Yeah.
He comes in here, obviously setting up content for another show. Hey, Marcus. Hey, how about we do a poll? Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll and let's see who's better than Pierce Clarkson, Brady, or Plummer. Say, where'd you get that from? Amy, you were obviously last night pooping on Pierce Clarkson. Where did you get that from? And right then and there, I said, did you watch 1 ounce of that show? Well, no. So you got that whole hot take from somewhere else and not your own brain. I just thought it would be interesting. Interesting for who? Well, I am producing another show later on. Obviously. Steve, I can't even have fun getting excited about my new signee quarterback without this type of person that just has to find the angle to cause comparison chaos in my Cardinals.
Well, let me tell you what I think about it. 6'5", strong-jawed, sexy, Mr. Football in the state of Indiana. Great footwork.
Oh, incredibly relaxed, strong pocket presence.
A top 10 quarterback coming out of that class. A cannon for an arm.
The shortest delivery time from pose to flick that you will see.
Let me tell you, it ranks like this. Sex. That moment when a cramp finally leaves, when you've had a really bad Charlie horse.
Right.
And what I just described to you as the 3 greatest feelings on planet Earth.
What about McDonald's Diet Coke? Ooh, that coffee's hot.
Those three things. It just doesn't get better than that. And how Jeff Brom, when you look over at Kentucky, for instance, they've got one quarterback that hasn't finished a single season in his entire career. And they can't get a second one. How Jeff freaking Brom
Forgot he was on radio.
got that kid to commit to Louisville with what we already have
In your locker room.
in that quarterback room is amazing. Welcome to the Brahmanwealth, baby.
I had to have this
the
conversation.
Brahmanwealth always wins.
I had to have this conversation that under some coaches, you worry about quarterback traffic jams.
Yeah.
Under other quarterback coaches, you say, or quarterback-centric coaches,
Right.
you say, no, you don't worry about a traffic jam because walk-ons end up putting up crazy numbers.
Yes.
He has a history of taking the quarterback and maximizing what they can do.
Yeah.
Steve, I put in the Brady Allen footage, right? I see extremely relaxed feet and the flick. Every time you see the flick, when you have a strong, quick release, relaxed feet, and I'm like, that's a starter. That's a starter at some point.
Yeah.
That's a starting looking guy, and you can see it immediately. Enjoy it. Go look at this quarterback, Brady Allen. Go look at it. Go listen. Take a day to imagine him being your starter.
Yeah.
Take a day to imagine, okay, Plummer is the veteran. Right? But he doesn't have the flick. Let's just say he doesn't have the natural gifts, the touch.
Yeah.
But he knows the offense. Right. And what happens when I'm gonna get dinged for that. You gotta pull it down.
See?
Yeah. I'm leaving at 11 o'clock, Steve.
Okay.
I'm not putting up with Nikki for 2 hours.
Fair enough. I'll be here.
Yeah, have fun.
Got you.
Louisville,
Way to go, Nick.
Louisville fans.
They want the boot.
Louisville fans. Plummer. Just go down this world where you say, okay, Plummer, from what we see, he embraces he seems to embrace I just know a lot. I know a lot. I know how it's supposed to look. I know what to look for. But if you say Plummer just doesn't have the natural, I've been here. I've been at this school and I've watched a guy who has won some games, who was a veteran quarterback, right? Start off a season. It wasn't going great. And I saw a quarterback change early in the year.
Yeah.
Right? Veteran knows the maturity versus just hot arm talent and swag and just a little spice, right? Just say, hey, the ball's moving. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Let's say the ball's moving, right?
Mm-hmm.
But let's just say a coach says, I think we can get a lot more out of this. Hey, I think we got some stuff downfield that might be open a little more. So you're winning.
Yeah.
But imagine a coach that can say, you know what? It's time to make a move.
Yeah.
Let's put this hot arm in here. I could see that happening.
I just got quarterbacks for days.
Lousy with them, as they would say in the 20s. Lousy with quarterbacks. I'm contributing to the show. I don't care what y'all say.
You're doing the take today from 3 to 6, aren't
Doing everything today. I'm like Thanos, son. I'm inevitable.
you? You can tell. He just has this different, just this different, like.
He's going to try to sabotage this at all
There
costs.
he is. There he is.
Woo! Nick's replacement has just entered the booth.
There he is. Look at that. Look at that.
So, Nikki,
That was a breath of fresh air.
Real G, baby.
Nikki, feel free to go start preparing for the
Look, hey, that was a breath of fresh air after what Nick's been doing to us this morning.
By God, that's Will's music.
There's Will. No, but seriously, man, how you add a piece like that? It was like, there was rumor of, a kid like Brady Allen could come out and when he left.
timeline him. Real quick.
Yeah.
He got into the portal.
He got into the portal early.
Steve,
Mhm.
speaking of Steve.
Okay, thank you.
San Antonio.
Oh, man. How about
Was
that?
that the most predictable thing?
That was about the most predictable thing ever.
Steve, you should be Mr. Hey, this is rigged, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, no.
Everybody knew the French kid was going to San Antonio.
Yeah.
The Tony Parker. Listen, we already got a San Antonio fan base in France.
Yeah.
It's the come on.
He grew up. Well, I mean, there's pictures of him floating
Tony
around in
Parker,
Tony
dude, I
Parker jersey.
know.
He's like, yeah, dude.
I know. Between
Everybody's like, who's winning the lottery? The Spurs.
Boris Diaw,
Yeah.
Tony Parker, the other French dudes. You remember the twins? They used to have,
And did you notice what they did? What sucked is for teams like Detroit and Houston, who also had the same amount of odds. They have to bump them back, so they don't even get a top 3 pick. They get 4 and 5, so that way they can make it look not rigged. It's like, dude, I'm like, y'all just out here screwing teams over, man.
Listen, didn't the NBA do the thing the wrestlers did, like applied to be sports entertainment and not?
Because it's like you throw Charlotte up there, you throw you know what I mean? Whoever doesn't Portland,
anybody who doesn't belong
pick.
up in there.
Yeah, and it's like, and then you're like, oh man, look at this, and then that's crazy, man. I can't believe that Detroit and Houston got 4 and 5.
I cannot wait till somebody just says
Orlando got 2 picks.
Yeah, we're not gonna lie to you anymore.
My Magic 6 and 11.
Well, look, we just do what's best for the league.
I know.
Or what we feel is best.
Yeah.
Triple H
Look,
its best for business.
It's best for business.
Look, Papa's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
No way. We got the number 1 pick.
Hey, Pop.
Did you see Wembanyama? They show him and they're like, oh, the number 1 pick. And he's like, yeah. He's looking around like, I told y'all I was going to be a Spur. And then they're like, the camera. He sees the camera and he's like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Right.
Oh, this is amazing.
The Spurs.
Yeah.
Hey.
He's like, y'all know for 6 months I was going to be a Spur. What are we doing? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're over here.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hijack you. Timeline, Brady Allen, please.
Brady Allen, he decommitted or he hits the transfer portal right
At
after the
Purdue.
season. Yeah, when Brom leaves.
Okay.
Now remember, he's from Indiana. He's an Indiana kid.
From
Mr.
Indiana.
Football in Indiana.
Mr. Football, Indiana.
Yeah. Purdue makes a hire. He goes back to Purdue. This is where I'm at.
Where he gets in the portal.
Yeah.
He says he might.
No, he got in the portal.
He got in the portal. And then he said he's going back.
And he's like,
you and I were like, darn it.
I know.
We thought we were going to get him.
I thought we kind of had that one. It's like, no, I'm going to go back to the portal. They got this coach. They've got some good vibes. It was a good hire. People were excited about it. Goes through spring ball. It's like, I just want to be with Brom.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I don't like this offense.
Right.
I think Mark Ennis pointed it out yesterday, like in their spring game, Purdue had him running like third and long to the short side of the field. It was like, It's like,
y'all know I'm not going to last.
this is not for me. Yeah.
I came here to play with
I
Ron.
tried. I did everything we could. Look, we got pregnant together, and we tried to make it work, and it's not going to work. Okay.
Yeah, and
But me and Elijah's mom did that, and we're great friends today. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, like, her and my wife are tremendous friends. It's all good.
And he did the.
We're going to get to conference realignment and Greg Swaim's reputable, it's very reputable, honorable Greg Swaim. We're going to have fun with it.
Signed, sealed, and delivered.
Mark Ennis.
Wait. Did he get into it?
I called Mark the thief of joy yesterday. I got aggravated.
What, on Twitter?
Really aggravated, but yeah. Mark was not having the Greg Swaim talk. He was like, "No, we're not doing it."
Did he cut it off?
Listen, he came at me like a dad. He was like, "We're not doing this."
That's pretty funny.
I'm like, "Mark, I just want to talk conference realignment. It's fun.
Just imagination.
Let me have fun." Like, why you got to be a thief of joy?
He's like, "I'm not.
Like, no, we're not doing this.
I'm not doing it." I guess, you know what? That's the least surprising thing.
I know, and I was like, "Okay, all right."
You know what?
He was so serious that I just stopped.
Listen, for future
future
reference, when something seems extreme, like extreme news, go to Mark quick, because he will check your Mark. Out of all of us, Mark will check the reputation of the tweet quicker than anybody.
Oh yeah, no, I mean they had. I think he's got previous history with Swaim too.
Okay.
Yeah, and Swaim has been known to just say stuff. He's kind of like a less reputable Dan Dockage. Like he just says stuff, and it's like, yeah, dude, that's not true. Except Dan Dockage actually has a little more cachet. I guess It's like, yeah, okay. But it was still fun to think, and I don't think it's crazy to think that a school like or a conference like the Big 12 would try
make a play.
To make a play for schools. And if the ACC looked shaky, now I know it's coming out this morning where a lot of those schools are like, no, So whatever happened,
and that goes back to like a conversation. Like if I just say, hey, what would it take? And you said, hey, probably this and this, that. So basically, that counts as a negotiation. So any conversation with any Louisville rep could be marked as true. But again, you cause more stir with this.
Yeah. And I just like change and playing new people. So I think the best move is the ACC stays together.
Okay. But you heard the rumor. We won't go down the road. You heard the rumor. Which team were you most excited about playing? Instantly. Big 12. Go.
Colorado.
Nikki, what team were you excited about?
Well, hang on. Time out. I've got to say, I think Colorado. Before somebody's like, Colorado's not the Big 12, jackass. I'm like, yeah, I know, but the word is Colorado and Utah. I've been in talks with the Big 12 because Oregon and Washington is most likely going to the Big 10.
Nikki, what team that we never play would you like to play?
I was going to say Oregon, but yeah, they're going to Big 10. First off,
Oregon's in the Pac-12.
Okay, you just said they're going to the Big 10. I know what conference they're in.
Okay, but why would Oregon? We're talking about Louisville to the Big 12. Okay. Why would Oregon be in this conversation?
All right, you know what? We're going to break. You're pissing me off.
Why would Oregon? What the hell's Oregon got to do with anything?
I was just trying to get to my point. I just wanted to play Oregon.
He just wanted to play Oregon.
But I know that they're in the Pac-12. I know they're going to the Big 10, and I know we're talking about a Big 12 team. I don't know. None of them sound that sexy. Screw it. Baylor. Just because I want to see green and red.
Kansas? You want to play Kansas?
No.
What's wrong with Kansas?
Are we talking football or basketball? Of course basketball would be awesome, but I thought we were talking football.
Oregon.
Nike, dude. Are
we just picking schools?
Nike versus Adidas.
Okay, if we go to the Big 12, who would you look forward to playing? Well, St. John's. Okay. All right. Well, are they going to the?
Are they definitely going to the Big 10? Is that?
That's the,
all kidding aside.
No, that's the. There were some reports come out the other day that were like they've been rumored to be moving to the Big 10.
Right.
And then there were some reports come out like last week. They were like, no, there's serious talks that's going down. And then they were like Utah and Colorado would probably go to the Big 12. Have talked about the Big 12 at that point.
Okay.
Texas, who do you want to play? I'd like to play Colorado and
UCLA. Kidding.
Deion. Do you want to play UCLA, Steve?
Yeah, I do.
They had a really crappy basketball floor.
I'll say this.
Crap.
Did you play at Pauley Pavilion?
Yeah.
Like it was okay.
I thought Ethan had a great idea doing the Denny Crum Classic with UCLA. Like UCLA, every year we play a home and home.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That's
like
a great
one
idea.
year playing UCLA, 1 year playing Louisville, the next year playing
Ethan
UCLA.
stole that idea from somebody.
No, he come up with it.
No, I'm just
It was organic.
I'm
It
just
was
going to
awesome.
accuse him of
And
stealing
he
it.
should-
from something.
he
That's
should,
what a great idea.
No, he should own that.
I was going to say, that's such a good idea that if he just blurted it out, I'm going to say you missed an opportunity. You should have already applied for the Denny Crum Classic license and apparel or just everything and just owned
The
it.
trademark or whatever.
Yeah. Just trademarked it already. Sold the T-shirt, so now you've officially made money off of it and just claimed it. That's how good of an idea that is.
Okay, but in all seriousness, did a shiver go down Scott Satterfield's spine just seeing that tweet? I mean, I do know how much he thrives in big games, but
What's your problem?
big rivalry games.
What's your problem?
But can you imagine when he saw
He-
Louisville to the Big 12?
No, he was too happy celebrating Jumpman
Yeah, well, that might be true.
and Nike.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Steve,
But he
Mr. How do you fall up like that, Satterfield?
Yeah, I know.
He just stumbled into Nike and
Yeah.
Jumpman
It's like,
at
what?
Cincinnati.
He's
got an angel.
like he
protecting
was
him.
doing something yesterday, and I bet he was around. He was cleaning off a whiteboard or something. I don't know what he does. He was here for 4 years, and I can't figure out what he does. But I'm gonna assume he's just
What's
cleaning
your
off a
problem,
whiteboard. And he
Steve?
was like, "Oh, to the Big 12." He was like, said that. Did you say that?
You don't think Satterfield's style is perfect for the Big 12? You don't think his style is
I'm not talking about
is
that.
perfect for the Big 12?
Oh no, listen, I'm not talking about that. No, and I don't.
Satterfield would own the Big 12.
Satterfield is cheeks, bro. Like, what are we talking about here?
No, I just said that.
Listen.
Look, and he's over here marking. He's marking.
He said that's funny.
He's marking
Satterfield
something.
is cheeks
I
is a funny
I
thing.
said that just because Louis Rabot is the first one to try to do the Pierce Clarkson thing.
Satterfield's like, stop playing with me.
We can't even.
Who's playing with me?
We can't even be sarcastic around here.
Stop saying. Is that you doing that? I'm not playing. All right.
It's rummage just in the Raptors,
Yeah.
Sting at Nipper.
I know.
And don't call him cheeks.
I know. Look. If that did happen and we went to the Big 12,
Let it go.
I would just post up outside of his office, just sit over there in a nice little lawn chair, one of those zero gravity chairs. Just make him walk out and see me. Wouldn't say anything. Just
Do you have a cigar in the scenario?
And Angel's Envy.
no. That's actually I don't know. God bless that Christmas party though. Yeah, just. Scott.
Was it Satterfield that negotiated the deal? Steve, did Satterfield, is he the reason they got the Nike deal?
I'm gonna say no.
Why can't y'all be an adult about
gonna
any
say-
of this?
Phil said Sat's crappy visor isn't worthy to wear the Jumpman logo. Can you imagine a Jumpman? That's not cool.
Phil doesn't make jokes about coaches. Where did that come from?
What is going on? Everyone is. It's a prickly mood
Everyone's
today.
spicy today.
What was in those
No,
donuts? man?
you started it.
Nick started it.
You
when he
started
said
it. You came in here
when Nick walked
talking
in, it was
about.
like, hey, Piercer,
Oh, there it is,
Piercer,
there.
Randy Allen. Yeah. You were like, what?
I genuinely. I wasn't saying
we
either
just
was
celebrate?
bad.
Can we
You
celebrate
didn't
having
even say
3
hello.
4-stars?
You didn't even say hello.
Maybe
You came in here and said,
I
"Hey guys,
tapped
do I
everybody
need a
like
poll?"
fist bump, fist bump, fist
And he
bump.
still put the poll out.
Yes, I did.
no,
Can't
Yeah,
tell me nothing.
no way.
He still was like, no, look, over my dead body are we not doing this poll? And you know who the first comment was? Andy Sweeney.
I phrased it very nicely, though. Which QB are you most excited next season to see for U of L? Not saying who's
I don't
better.
know what was more.
And I actually agree with Andy on what he said.
I don't know
Because Nick put other.
what was less
October,
of a surprise.
Who's other?
Brock and Evan.
Listen,
I didn't have room for both of them.
San Antonio getting the French guy first pick, or Nicky going straight to the poll question and straight to swing.
He put Plummer, Pierce, Brady, or other. And 6% have voted other. Six 6% of 89 people have voted other.
The Conley heads.
Just this is the year. This is Conley's
This
year.
is Conley's year.
I know it. I feel it in my bones.
What is
baby.
6% of 89?
That's exactly what I was trying to do. Let's see here. 89 times
Somebody said,
0.06 is 5.3. So 5 votes.
5 people have said the other. I said, is Blankenbaker wearing Jumpman?
That's pretty funny.
When we
I
all
should have
learned,
sent it to break. That was
when we all learned this is Nick's show.
Nick
Nick is like the guy. This is perfect. Nick is the guy you talk extra trash to on the court because they're sensitive and will lose their mind. That is that. There's never been a better. Like when I know he's in a good mood. Now if he comes in and he's like, "No, look, me and Jeanette have not been aggravated at each other right now. I'm not happy." Like I can tell when Nick's really, really not happy, and I'm like, "Okay, all right, cool. I'm back off because I don't want somebody to mess with me like that." But when Nick's happy. But like we know, when I see, I knew he was in a good mood, and I see a kill shot, and I'm like, okay, he's starting to get really mad.
He can take it to
Then
the
it's like, yeah, I'm just like just, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm gonna make you either explode or toughen up on this one.
Look, Chrissy's listening, and she said y'all are gonna push Nick over the edge.
Look, again, he started it.
Yeah, but people don't know what pre-show meeting was like.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Nick, why didn't Nick just walk in and go, bro, Brom is crushing that quarterback room, baby.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm like, yeah, 93.9, baby, let's do it.
That's what
You
I'm
know
saying.
Yeah, what's up? Crushing it.
That's how the morning was supposed to go.
Will would have came in, and Will would have been like, let's go, Brom and Wealth, baby. You know what I mean?
You guys are making me hate the
Well,
intern.
well,
And he's a good kid.
Where'd you get that jacket from?
That's a dope jacket.
That is a great jacket. Where'd you get that jacket? It doesn't matter where you got the jacket from. Give me coffee.
He's like, Coach Payne gave it to him.
You guys made me do
Personally.
that.
I just believe Will's got it like that.
That's an authentic.
No, it's amazing. Actually, that jacket is really dope.
Yeah, just caught my attention. He did
Yeah,
that
I'm
on
not even
purpose.
kidding about that. Yeah.
93.9 The Ville.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming. And whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I got your script.
Here we go.
Hey guys, Dr. Tisdale here. Want a possum experience for your pet? Come see me, meow. Nick, the script sucks.
I'm telling you, Doc. Puns.
No.
Trust me.
No.
Yes.
No.
Fine.
How about I just say, hey guys, you love your pet and I do too. So come to Tisdale Animal Hospital. Call 502-384-3260 or request an appointment online at tisdaleanimalhospital.com.
Solid.
I can offer listeners a free first exam and a complimentary 1-month supply of flea and tick prevention.
Nice. Hate being itchy.
Also, we are one of the only veterinary hospitals in Louisville with a state-of-the-art in-house cytology machine, allowing us to test any lump or bump and get results in 2 hours or less.
Ooh, science.
Open 7 days a week, right off the Snyder in the Chamberlain Point Shopping Center.
Okay, that was better.
Told ya, Tisdale Animal Hospital.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold craft, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. when the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial #LAW on your cell phone. That's #529, offices Louisville.
Get a taste of NOLA in Lulu at Lulu on Market. Pizza, pasta, Mediterranean cuisine, and of course, our signature Cajun dishes. Get you a little bit of bourbon and cocktails while you unwind on our gorgeous patio, or head underground to our Stave Speakeasy for live music. Then, to really immerse yourself in the Big Easy, spend the night in our Lulu Loft. It's a little New Orleans experience. I guarantee. Lulu on Market, yeah.
When you download the Kroger app, you have easy access to savings every day. Get the most out of weekly sales and receive personalized coupons to save on your favorite items, all while earning 1 fuel point for every $1 spent. Kroger makes it easy to save while you shop, whether it's in-store or online, so you get the most value out of every trip, every time. Download the Kroger app now to save big on your next purchase. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Must have a digital account to redeem offers. Restrictions may apply. See site for details.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
You've got ants inside the house, mosquitoes outside the house, moles burrowing in your lawn, and termites eating your house from inside out. You're completely surrounded. Luckily, OPC Pest Services has a 4 seasons program that can help. OPC has been providing quality pest services since 1972. Protect your home and property and call OPC Pest Services for a free estimate at 969-9635 or visit opcpest.com. Again, that's 969-9635 or visit opcpest.com.
Tech-savvy professionals delivering equipment, technology, and service for all your office, network, and print communication needs. Look no further.
Just whistle for Duplicator Sales and Service.
High-quality office equipment, print, and IT solutions at fair and transparent pricing. That is Duplicator's commitment to you. Your tech-savvy office equipment and outsourced IT professionals can simplify your daily work process wherever you find yourself working with world-class network business machines and solutions from Rico and Savin.
For today and tomorrow.
And that commitment continues with their commercial print and mailing division, Derby City Litho. Check out the Rico Pro C7210 graphic print system providing superior color output. Duplicator Sales, Derby City Litho, Corporate Mailing Systems, Rico and Savin. Call them at 502-589-5555 or visit them online, duplicatorsales.net, or at their store, 831 East Broadway, Louisville, with offices in Elizabethtown, Lexington, Paducah.
Just whistle for Duplicator Sales and Service.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Contractors of any size, listen up. When you're looking for heavy equipment to rent, buy, or sell, you need to turn to Team Boone. Whether you're an individual or a large contractor, Team Boone has everything from cranes, dozers, forklifts, even aerial equipment. Team Boone offers a host of competitively priced equipment for daily, weekly, and monthly rentals, with rent-to-own options and job site delivery available. Team Boone has locations in Bardstown and Shepherdsville and has an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Look them up online at teamboone.net. That's teamboone.net.
Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster.
No, it's to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing. But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
Heart failure, carpal tunnel syndrome, shortness of breath, stomach issues, lower back pain. How does it all add up? If you have heart failure and any of those seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar,
Yeah, I don't know why I played everything this break. Sorry.
add up to transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy. ATTRCM is a rare and underdiagnosed disease. Recognize the signs and discuss them with your doctor soon. Learn more at connectwithyourheart.com. That's connectwithyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Stand up! Stand up!
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Very good.
Is it too late to share my Denny Crum story?
Never
too late for that.
All right. This was 1994. I was, I think, 9 years old. All right. He was recruiting Kentucky Mr. Basketball down at Marion County, Elton Scott.
Mm.
And he came to the game, and all the kids, all of us was, we was piling around him and stuff, and then the people was like, leave him alone, and he was like, no, the kids are all right. He let us sit with him through the whole game while he watched them, and that made me become a Louisville fan even more. So he was down to earth, you know what I mean, and that's one of my memories right there. That's all I have to say.
Hey, Adrian, I appreciate you sharing that. And Adrian, listen, he wasn't doing that to be nice. He understood he was recruiting. He was recruiting at the time. Listen, that 9, 10, 11-year-old crop, we just got to get them ready for the look. He knew in a couple of years, a couple of these guys going to be some good little players out of Marion County. So let me go ahead and, get my recruiting foot in early. It's like when you see the Brandon Huntley, little kid pictures of
Bruce Pearl,
stomping through Clarksville. It's like, yep, he knows what he's doing. Okay, so Steve, are we going to elevate?
What do you mean as far as?
Elevate.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. Louisville today.
I didn't know if you wanted to hold on to that.
No,
or get back. Okay.
No, we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I thought it was. I thought it's a big deal, man. As you noticed today, Louisville put out some news about their NIL programs. that everybody can be a part of, the Elevate. It's the Cards NIL Exchange. Businesses, individuals will be able to connect with student athletes. This doesn't replace the 502 circle. Like, let's be clear with that. There are two different entities that are working together perfectly fine. You know,
Right.
It's
in lockstep.
Yeah, it's two separate things. But this is going to allow just your everyday fan to kind of get involved. You know.
I'll just read the opening.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we got a few things on it.
The University of Louisville announced Wednesday the expansion of the Elevate NIL program to include more ways than ever before for student athletes to monetize their name, image, and likeness, and connect with the community in the NIL space. U of L also announced Wednesday an expanded partnership with Teamworks at the elite level, which includes the implementation of the INFL CR. That'd be a little easier explaining that. And a leader in brand building industry and innovative NIL tool that will simplify and strengthen the process through which student athletes and businesses connect and work together. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Getting a direct line, because that's what this is, streamlining.
Oh, sure.
Will it increase the fans' experience, or just listen? And I'm asking you this question, Steve, in a lighthearted way, where you can just be the fan or be the human who just, the rational human.
Sure.
I donate directly to Trenton Flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to treat Trenton Flowers like an athlete that I'm gambling on, or a player that I just love?
Both.
Because does that make sense? What I'm asking?
Yeah, no.
8150-93.9. Okay, you call in or you text in right now. Last week you were excited about Trenton Flowers. You said, "Hey, I'm gonna call this NIL direct line number, and I'm gonna make a donation to the Trenton Flowers annual fund or whatever."
Sure.
Are you gonna enjoy that game, the next game, more or less or about the same?
I mean, and now are we assuming that that's what we can do?
No. We're just I'm being extreme right now
because I'm reading it because that's the one thing I kind of want some clarity on is I
think it is going to be more individualized
donate
though,
straight to a player,
a team. I think it's
or to a team.
I'm going to assume it's team, but extreme. Hey, listen. If it's team this year, it's going to be player next year.
Yeah, I mean, it will be going to player.
Yeah, it's unavoidable.
I don't disagree with you on that.
Most fans, do you think would they just be happy? Like, yeah, I support that guy.
Kendra.
Or
I would think so.
Or is it going to get extreme quick?
No, I would think so. Yeah, I mean, it says,
I want my money back.
It says the institution does not have to get involved in the deal, and all transactions within the local exchange are considered into 1099 at the end of the year for more straightforward tax. So basically, anything you give will be. And here's the thing. Here's what I want to encourage everybody to do before we go to the phone lines. Go to the website. Okay, you'll see that they got the links. We're going to be posting the links,
and we'll start doing a better job of explaining exactly the details moving forward. I'm listening. Go to the website.
Yeah, and request access.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go through. You put your stuff in. They just make sure everything is good, and then you'll have access to
the options.
Yep, absolutely.
Kendra, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, I was just listening to your question about once, you contribute to a player's NIL, does it, change how you look at them? And I think it's going to change how you perceive it. I think the money is a game changer. I know they all, I don't have a problem with them getting paid, but at that point, when you're directly giving your money, that's an investment. And you want to see a return on your investment. So, you know, you're out here not performing well, you know, and I've given you some of my money. It's not going to sit well with some people. You know, we have all kind of different personalities in this world, so some may not take it, you know, good that you're not performing well,
but
and that they're giving you this money.
Let me ask you this. So far, like when you hear about, you know, NIL, do you think that's like over college altogether? Like, okay, when you hear about a collective that you don't necessarily donate to, but you know it's coming from a university going to a player, is that a good buffer, like in between, you know, to know that it's coming from my school, but not me particularly?
Well, to me, it's regardless of whoever it's coming from, it's money being exchanged, whether it's coming directly from me or the school. So you want to see a product on the court reflective of the money that's been received. Now, when the whole NIL thing came out, I understood the players were getting paid, but I have to be honest with you. When I heard the dollar amounts of it, I'm like, oh my God, they're making this kind of money? You know, and it's like, to me, it changed from, it's like, this student athlete is gone. You are an independent contractor of the institution you're with, or this NIL cohort, or however they're building it. You know, if I'm not correct, is there W-2 involved? Do they have to pay taxes on it? If that's the case, you know, it's a game changer. It's you know, your student athlete is on the back burner. So when I call in Marcus and I say XYZ is playing soft today, you can't get on me. You know, I know you don't like to use the word soft, but, you know, when I hear they've got $300,000 in NIL, you know, it changes the dynamic to me. Just like, you know, I'm not just in day-to-day life, I'm not a pocket watcher. I don't watch what people make and do all that. But when you know, I'm a fan of my university, my school, and I see Sidney Curry or whoever, L. Ellis, racking in new cars and God knows how much money, and I get to the game and you're not even hustling down the court, you know, I don't even big man averaging, 10, 12 minutes, 2 boards, maybe 1 point and 4 fouls. Like, that's not, you know, so to me, it's not commensurate.
So you're saying it's impossible not to pocket watch?
I'm telling you, and I'm not even that type person, Marcus. I do not pocket watch, but I'm looking, I'm like, okay, I followed L. Ellis since he's been here, and, you know, when he left, he's showing his car getting towed. He's got a brand new red and black, Charger, usually none of that stuff matters. He's loading up his new car, and then on Mother's Day, you know, he wishes his mom happy Mother's Day. This gift I got for you, a brand new Maxima or some kind of. And I'm like, he made all that at U of L or wherever. So yeah, I'm like, we didn't get those results for you to be having this kind of fun coming in. We didn't get the benefit of it. So that's where it comes in. Like I said, I normally could care less. People do with what they do with their money. I don't keep up with the Joneses or anybody else. But when you know, in this dynamic, it just makes you feel like we got taken to the woodshed. We didn't get anything out of it, really. You know, to see Sidney not even run up and down the court, and we're trying to figure out what happened to him. And I know people kind of have a joke with Rick about him keeping him in shape and stuff, but if I'm giving you that kind of money, Sidney Curry was in great shape at the end of the prior season. There's no way he should have been ballooned up to that much and can't even run a lap or whatever. Like, I would put some parameters in it. You need to keep your weight, your BMI or whatever within whatever percentage. You know, it shouldn't have been that big of a fall off for Sidney Curry for what we got the following season when he ended on such a strong note. He's doing great media. You know, we all believed that he was going to have a big year, and to come out like he did, and he didn't pick up or make any adjustments during the season, he consistently, I think, got worse. You know, and you got money involved, and people are going to be like, well, just, you remember when Malik hurt his foot? It's like, why does Matt keep putting him in? He can't jump. He's still, you know, scared to play hard on that one foot. It's like, why do you keep putting Sidney Curry in there? He's not giving us anything, you know? So I don't know. I just think money, for me anyway, and I'm not even that type. I'm pro student athlete. I want them to get their coins and everything while they are, you know, young, and they're, you know, they do have name, image, and likeness they can capitalize on. I believe in it, but it also, there's a lot that goes with that. and you got to be ready to take all of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you do that, and if you're one of these kids that stay on social media, going back and forth with the fans or whatever, and you're collecting this kind of money, you got to be able to take whatever. So that's how I feel about it. I'm glad you asked that question because I've been thinking about it. When I heard that Haley, how much she's getting allegedly getting to go to LSU and stuff, I'm like, these kids and scratch that. They're not kids. They're young adults. You know, they really are, you know, they're making some money. So.
No, Kendra, listen, well said. I appreciate the call.
She said, I'm just going to start giving all my paychecks to Brady Allen right now.
Listen, and here's the thing. The NIL money will thin out the herd. It'll thin out the herd. How bad you want it?
Yeah. Well, somebody said, how much money would Tim Henderson have gotten after that Final Four game? I would have sent him everything I had. I'd have been like,
you would have sent him everything you got.
Everything. I'd have been down in Atlanta and been like, I'll figure out a way to get home. Everything I have.
Let me keep a Greyhound.
Yeah.
Let me just get enough to get the Greyhound.
Go buy a ticket and just everything I've got.
What is this, the mega bus?
Goes to you.
Do you know what the mega bus is?
Yeah.
Steve?
Oh, yeah.
You just mega busted back from Atlanta.
Oh, dude, I've got stories. Like, you know, Pops' mode of transportation is the train. Your boys is the bus. And I've got thoughts on Megabus.
You've mega busted?
I've mega busted.
What's the longest mega bus trip you've taken?
To Minnesota, Minneapolis. Went up there for a hockey trip. This was not the doctor.
Grab that real quick and see if we got
somebody said. I was like, dang, man. He was like, I did one last, please. I have followed.
Please.
Somebody said, I have followed all the players after they transfer.
So I'm not.
Jesse.
Peace.
Last one for the hour. Jesse, fire away.
Hey, good morning, fellas. I wanted to ask a question about NIL to Marcus and Steve. You guys, man, if a player is on a team already, and he's already been on the team, and then he has a good year, he's not gotten NIL prior to. How does that work? How does it work getting him NIL? Do they call him in and say, you're worth this now? Because their worth is listed somewhere where it can be seen, and you know what they are worth as far as that's concerned.
But those are just
my question
projections.
is, what about the players that are already on the team and they have good years? Like, for example, I think about the running backs with Louisville, Jordan and my other dude. Man, they turned into demons, and I'm wondering, before that, did they have NIL? And then what happened? Where are they now? So that's my question.
Well, listen, I appreciate the call. Well, there's no set amount that you're worth. You know, like each individual, like what's the saying? You're worth what you can negotiate. That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
You know,
no. I mean,
like-
yeah. I mean, you've got to learn. It's kind of
You have to
players,
market yourself. You have to
that's-
sell
I was gonna
yourself.
say,
Yep, yep.
You're going to have to realize it's going to matter if these fans like you. It's going to matter if that type of stuff.
The people around you, you know,
Yeah.
if you have a team that can market you, and you know, like I said, you're an individual enterprise
Yeah.
or entity. You know,
I mean, can you imagine just back in the day saying, "Hey, you have a good game. You have $500-600 waiting on you after the game." You'd be like, "Really?"
and I still want to ask you, Steve, would that have made you a better player or worse?
Oh, better. Yeah, I got something on the line, man.
Some people are making it worse.
It might.
Yeah, that's my point.
That's fine.
Candor.
Yeah.
That's my point.
But that will.
Some people, yeah, it filters out. That's what I'm saying. It'll filter out the.
You'll go from 6th to 13th really
Yeah,
quick.
you'll get your Sydneys, and you'll get your
Because there's a lot of
demon
people will
times.
come here under the thing like, man, you hear U of L, just check out.
And some people say, I want to get as much as I can while I'm here. You know.
Yeah, that's like me and Charity are talking about next week, packing up and going down with Jeremy and them down to Orlando for a couple days. But you know what? It's kind of contingent on I'm like, I need to do pretty good at the restaurant this week of Buffalo Wild Wings.
Which you will be there tonight.
I will be there tonight at Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah. So I'm like, she's like, well, if you can make this, and I'm saying this in seriousness, but truth. We're like, since it's such a quick turnaround, she was like, well, if you can make this much in the next few days, maybe we could probably swing it if you want to do this. And I'm like, boy, I'm gonna be tip top. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, but you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, to me, it's the same thing. Like, hey man, if you go out there and you hoop tonight, you're gonna, you know what I mean? Like, y'all win, fans are happy.
Reese, come on, Reese. Yeah. Hey, Reese, give me the ball.
But see, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I think players here will also learn fans are happy. Fans are happy with the win. And if I give Sky, I cut Sky $50 a game. Go it's better when you do hoop, guys. Yeah, for sure. But I'm not, Sky, you score 40 and we lose. I'm not giving you know how fans are, right? I'm not giving y'all no money for losing the game. You know what I mean? Like, are you kidding me?
I could have just gambled that.
Texas says, how much would the Wisconsin boys have gotten from fans at 15?
They would have got more from Louisville than the Wisconsin fans gave.
It was Jennifer Lawrence saying everything. I would have gave them everything.